Welcome to Flipping Miami, a podcast for those who want to learn real estate investing, do more, and make more. Now, here is your host, Raul Bolufe.
Yo, what's up? Raul here, Flipping Miami, another episode. I'm pumped, man. This guy's full of energy, right? Look at him. Smile, dog. So we got Joe Dillon here. He's a wholesaler. The guy's a badass. We've met and we did some partying together, actually. But so we met at almost an unconventional place. But dude, we spoke a lot. Really cool dude. He also, apart from being a wholesaler, he does a lot of coaching. He's coming out with a new program for realtors. He's got his own team. He travels. He lives a pretty awesome life. So I'm passionate about bringing on people who are not only good in real estate, but who are good at living their best life, right? So Absolutely. we got Joe, man. Thanks for coming on.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me, brother. How's everything with you, man?
Bro, all good, man. Trying to make $1.
Yeah. Trying to make $1 or $1 million of those, right?
Yeah. So what is like a tactical thing you can give to like a new person that wants to get their first deal? They have, let's say, $500 and they want to get like their first deal. What is like a quick like step-by-step of what Joe would do in that situation? Yeah. First deal.
Yeah, so I actually just made a video on this. Like if you only have, but I did it about for like 2,000, 3,000. If you only have like 3,000 to spend on marketing, where do you spend it? So the first thing you want to do is follow Joe Dillon on social media. I give a ton of free content, but if you only have 500, which is obviously like a slim budget, but if you're there right now, then you have to resort to doing some of the very low cost or no cost marketing methods. Yep. So, things like driving for dollars, right? Going and looking at properties that have overgrown grass, a lot of mail in the door, that are just dilapidated properties. They're just, they're just in complete need of renovation. And then what you can do is just gather up a bunch of those, and then you can skip trace them, find their phone numbers, and then cold call them, right? That's a huge, very, very common way that a lot of people get their first deal. They don't have a lot of money to spend on marketing. Once you scale up from that and you close a deal, let's say you have 4,000 or 5,000, 6,000. Yeah. Now you start to get a little bit more smart with your time. Okay, building a business is all about being very conscious of your time and the tasks, how much time your tasks are taking. Yeah, and buying back when you get your first deal is you're buying back your time. Right, and so you're not gonna spend all the time like driving for dollars and like going and driving the streets and all that shit. You might do that for a good portion of like your first 6 months of your business, but you want to buy back your time. And so, what you can do is get free data from the county, right? You can get an evictions list, or you can get a water shut off list, which that's a really good list.
I like that one.
And then, if you really want to be targeted, what you can do is get as much free data from the county as possible. And then you can what's called stack. You can stack your lists to where you're finding the commonalities amongst all of them. So let's say you have a vacant property that is also the water's been shut off, and they're also delinquent on their taxes, and they're also a probate, right? So like that's a freaking steaming hot lead.
Even if you have like 8 of those, just bro, you better hammer all those 8, knock on those doors, like.
Yeah, go deep with a small amount of leads. And yeah, just like you said, hit them from every angle, and if they don't freaking pick up, go knock on the door, find out where they live. But like the key is skip tracing them so you can find out their mailing address, and then you can get their phone numbers. And so, definitely want to, again, if you're doing if you don't have a good budget, a high budget, you can get
free records.
Yeah, you can go to like Been Verified, right? It's like, I think it's like $20 a month.
That's
so
nice.
So that's a good one.
So basically was go out there, find free data from the county, put them on Been Verified, skip trace them, and then give them a couple calls.
Before you skip trace, well, okay, so if you're using something like Been Verified, you don't have to pay per search. So yeah, you can get everybody if you want. If you are paying per search, you're using a different service, then you want to stack your lists before you skip trace if you're conscious of your budget. That way you're not skip tracing, 5,000 or 10,000 or 20,000. You're skip tracing like a few hundred. Yeah.
So basically, like narrow it down to the highest motivated.
Yeah.
And I think that's for sure. That's the way exactly that I tell everybody who wants to start. Go get on the phones, man. Like find these people.
Yeah.
Obviously, drive for dollars. Find the public thing. Get on the phones. If you want to knock on the door, that's awesome too. But I'd pick getting on the phone over knocking on doors, because I feel like knocking on doors over time can be so much more almost like demotivating for someone who's brand new.
Yeah.
Better to just get hung up on than like physically go like knock somebody bitching out. If you're brand new, that can be like a painful experience. And I would say get into that after you like been on the phone a few times. So that's kind of like our advice. But dude, this has been sick. There's been some stuff. There's been some. It's definitely been like one of the more introspective
deep
episodes for sure.
Yeah. Probably a lot deeper than most of the conversations you have. Sure. I just I'm at a point in my life where it's just like
the way you are, man.
There's nothing but deep. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm already I'm past the fucking superficial. Yeah. Like life is so much deeper. But for those of you who are not there yet, that's okay. You might need, and for those of you, there might be some people who are like, the fuck is this guy talking about? Yeah. I just want to make money. And get girls. You know what I mean? And that might be your way right now, right? Yeah. And who knows? It might come back around. And so
you just gotta go through it, man. Go through it and at least be aware that this exists. And as you kind of desire, then you learn about it and you fucking take it in.
Sure. Yeah. Again, it's everyone is on their own path, and I'm respectful of that. Which is also another byproduct of like spiritual growth, is you just respect other people's paths.
Yeah. Joe, dude, where can people find you, dude? If they want to connect with you, they want to reach out, they want to get to know you, possibly work with you. How can people reach out to you?
Yeah, for sure. So you can follow me on Instagram. Okay, it's Joe Dillon Official. JoeDillon Official. You can friend me on Facebook. I am at my limit though. I'm at 5,000 limit. But so I'm gonna try to delete some people out. So you can message me there, Joe Dillon. Find me on Facebook. You can also email me. You can email me. It's joe@elevatecoachinggroup.com. So that domain. So again, joe@elevate coachinggroup.com. I'm coming out with a program specifically for realtors, for agents, real estate agents that want to get into wholesaling, because I saw how great it was for my clients in DC. And I want to develop a program specifically geared towards realtors that want to get into wholesaling, that want to add that extra leg of income and double their revenue. And so, again, I'm not working with anybody new, right? Not yet. So new agents or new investors, you can still reach out to me, because I do have, like worst case scenario, I can point you in the right direction. Yeah. And I will be coming out with a product soon for you guys, for anybody that's new.
Love it.
But yeah, hit me up on there.
Yeah, we should talk a little about that, because my specialty is we get deals on MLS through realtors. It's how I started the business. It's like what we do. It's still 50 to 60% of our business is through MLS, even in South.
No way.
Completely free. Our average profit's $12K. We make commissions on it. We own our own brokerage. It's a very interesting system how we have it set up.
Yeah. And that's awesome that you're still able to pull deals from that even in this market.
Yeah. And if you're training realtors, they know the MLS. So it might be interesting to talk, obviously off the air on this.
Yeah.
And see if there's anything I can add value there if you ever do an event or some shit.
Absolutely. Dude, events are my favorite, right? I'm having an event August 16th and 17th. So, and if anybody's listening to this, that's
so tell us about that real quick.
Yeah. So I'm having an event the 16th to 17th. Dude, you should actually come to that. I'm having an event 16th to 17th in Miami Beach.
Oh shit!
Over by your way.
All right.
And it's in 3 weeks. When does this air?
This should be out in about 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. It'll probably be a little late, but in case you want to make a spur of the moment decision, August 16th and 17th, Miami. We're going to be teaching all of the business, like how to structure it, how to properly process, like all the different processes and departments for the business. Again, like it's more geared towards people that are already in the business, because we use a lot of lingo. We talk about the different software and programs that you're probably already using. And so like for anybody that's new, it probably goes over your head a lot. It's more like advanced, like super ninja strategies to like, double your business and create consistent income. So, definitely reach out.
How can they see info on it? Do you have like a website set up for that?
Yep. So it is www.7figurewholesale.com and /event.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you when we're doing it to like maybe you send me by an email like all this stuff, and I'll put it on the show notes.
Perfect. Yeah. I figured to do that. Yeah. So
yeah, let me know and I'll go. I mean,
yeah, for sure. And if dude, I'd love to see you there, man. Like it would be freaking awesome, Yeah.
Love it. So yeah, man, this has been dope. I hope you got some value out of it. We spoke a little bit about everything.
Yeah.
Everything. So Joe, I appreciate again you coming on. I know you got a bunch of stuff out there.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me end with some tools.
Okay.
So like tools, like books, for example. Okay, so for books,
I'm gonna write this down too.
All right. So the book that I mentioned before was Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. It's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Freaking phenomenal book.
He's a beast. I've seen interviews with him.
Oh yeah. Wait, what's that?
I've seen interviews with him.
Yeah.
He's a really good speaker as well.
Yeah, the dude is like doing revolutionary research and just like completely revolutionizing the industry as far as like mindset and success and how that actually correlates. And so he's big on meditation. He actually literally measures like people's brain waves of what happens during meditation. And it's amazing stuff. And he teaches in his book like how to think and how to manifest, and it's amazing. Another awesome book that I love. So there are different books for different levels depending on where you are, but a great one that like can really destroy a lot of the beliefs and conditions that you may have, maybe social structures and things like that is oh my god, it's a Napoleon Hill book.
Okay.
And, oh my god, I'm blanking right now. Have you ever heard? It's something with the devil. What am I thinking of? I've literally recommended this book like 80 times. I can't believe I'm blanking on that.
Let's see.
Outwitting. There you go. Outwitting the Devil. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill.
Outwitting the Devil. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's an amazing one too. Okay, The Untethered Soul. If you want to kind of go internal, if you want to go inside and kind of understand how things work on a spiritual level, The Untethered Soul is an amazing book. As far as business goes, Traction is good. Teaches you how to structure your business. Although, if you're just getting started, you might not need to read it until you really start to close some deals and you have a little bit of time to systemize the business.
Yeah.
Right? You have a little bit of space, what I call creating cash space. So you want to create a little bit of cash space. Once you have that space, then you can take some time back and systemize the business. And so Traction is a good one for that. The E-Myth is also good. And if you're at the higher level and you're already closing deals, you already have a business, Profit First is a great way to structure your finances for your business. Profit First. Scaling Up if you are like, let's say in the mid 6-figure range or even closer to the 7-figure range, Scaling Up is a phenomenal book on how to organize your business. And so that you can scale it from like 7 figures to like 8 figures, right? That's a great book to go from 7 to 8 figures. What else? Man, there's so much good stuff there. I'll end it there.
Yeah.
That stuff, you got some spiritual stuff and you got some business books.
Yeah.
I always like to make it well-rounded, but
yeah. I think there's a lot to touch on too with you, more like business-wise, wholesale strategy and stuff. So I think like we'll set it up maybe a couple months down the road to see where your journey's at then, and maybe go over more of like the in-depth stuff.
For sure.
Cool. I think hopefully by then some of our listeners will be doing deals and stuff, and they'll find that more useful, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I think, most of my podcasts have just been like about that. Like the podcasts that I've been interviewed on have just been about like specific strategies on wholesaling and scaling your business. But just went where I went.
I like to get to know the people behind the business, man.
Yeah, I love it.
But
dude, to this, we'll probably do another interview with like very, very hardcore business and wholesaling strategies and scaling that out.
Love that. So yeah, I'll ask you to send me an email after so I can put everything in the show notes. And if you guys want to reach out to him, make sure to follow him on Instagram. Thanks again, guys, for listening. If you like this stuff, subscribe. If you're seeing this on YouTube, click the little bell. Whatever you got to do. We're always putting new stuff, new content. So, all right, love you guys. I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate you again, man.
No doubt.
Be in touch, dog.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.